We're back. Dun, dun, dun. Ascension doesn't happen on social media or on YouTube, that's for sure. But we share the codes here. So that's why we're doing this. And we're going to keep this short now. Let's all just relax offline. But basically, and tune into the field and the oneness and the love. But solar energies can be encoded. So that's what we've been doing, okay? The activation, and that's what I do a lot with my work. So I'm often guided when a solar flare goes off, or, geomagnetic, solar wind, geomagnetic storms, solar winds, all of the stuff. As you're doing the activations during that time, you are encoding the solar energies as they come in with those keys and codes and these activations. That's what we're doing. So as they're hitting now, that's what I'm being shown. This is fully igniting, and I'm getting goosebumps all over within us and on the planet. And it's already been happening. What we've been especially making a lot of space, clearing out all timelines, all the false timelines, all the false materials within and without. Because we've all had, nanobots, nanotech, all of this shit. We have graphene, black goo in the grids, all of that shit. Graphene also, we've been clearing all of these effects. Spike proteins, all of this shit has been cleared. Okay, so see it all gone, gone. Fully tune into the solar energies, tune into the sun if you can, and ignite it from within. Ignite new earth now. It is you. You are all of creation. You are the creator. As you fully dissolve into the oneness, divine union with all and everything. Confirmation coming in. Skuna shena teke na sku aina. Yuna nena ya ke kokonase. So we've encoded the solar tsunami on its way, already hitting us right now. Okay, and this is going to go on for a few days. So I'm going to chill out, make the chills happen. And remember, it's all inside of you, the whole of the cosmos, okay? And then we project it out. So ignite all new from within. It's right there. Your individual, your unique instruction sets, the navigational tips. We've been sharing all the keys and codes, okay? It's all online. It's all in the field. All we've been doing, we anchor this in the field on behalf of everyone. So amazing work, everyone. With everyone you've been doing. And we did it. We did it. So this is the party. And this is the frequency of celebration that makes the Cosmic Reunion Party a real physicalized experience now. Okay? How do we manifest? We go there often. We align with the frequency. Again, whenever we're clearing. Just be present with whatever arises. The more you can just relax into it and go with the flows of this cosmic roller coaster of ascension, the easier all of this gets. Because if you no longer resist, fight, suppress all of this shit, everything becomes much easier. Okay, so thank you everyone, we did it. This is the party. Tune in. All right, all of the distortions, it's all being cleared. All of our fear of abandonment, rejection, all the insecurities, because there's so much insecurities, especially between a kind of divine counterparts, because we kind of want to be perfect or whatever. And ultimately, this then leads you, as you kind of face all of this stuff, because there's no other way out of it anyway for all of us, you fully love yourself all the way up, as we are. Never perfectly perfect. There's a different kind of perfection that you gain and can see as you fully drop the monkey mind and now merge with the no mind, the Buddhic no mind. That's also not connected with the corrections here, with the 11th Stargate, that help us really reconnect with that and that cosmic field of consciousness. So it's all helping us to ignite and co-create heaven on earth. The music of the spheres also means the original founder race is fully embodied here again, that we are all part of. The Magi Grail Queens and Kings, the cosmic dragons, okay, that are holding the blueprints for creation, literally in their fields, in our DNA, which is consciousness. So it's all consciousness, but it's beyond our little polarized viewpoints of right, wrong, good, bad, shadow and light, because we're merging all of that. It's the same as the divine feminine. She's like, the mix between also, dark and light. That's also what Sarah in her embodiment, as the daughter of Mary and Joshua, she carries the hierogamic union codes, which we're all here to anchor the Holy Trinity, the Holy Grail, which is divine union, which is divine masculine and feminine unified within the Holy Trinity, and divine union with God and divine union with all, which is birthing the new earth, which is birthing, but all new worlds, heaven on earth, across the cosmos. This is a massive undertaking. This is not just about little earth, as I like to say, not just about the 5D ascension experience. And this concerns everyone. So all of these, there is so much also artificialness to what we're seeing. So it's all fully dissolving at any moment now. The curtain fully lifts. So it's done. All right. So it's literally just a question of how, when this is exactly going to play out. Nobody really knows. You don't want to know, because this is all about embracing the uncertainty, projecting the best, and this is going to be even better than we can imagine. That's all I know. Because this, again, goes beyond little compartmentalized minds, I mean, imagine, obviously, is also, you foreseeing the future, so we are also getting a lot of downloads. So by all means, tune into that. I'm not saying that what you're getting is not what we're activating here, but you get me. It's even beyond anything any of us can imagine, because each one of us is activating their little piece of the puzzle of the divine blueprint by you being your true authentic self, which is what ignites your divine blueprint ultimately. And that's you in divine union with source. That's you knowing yourself as source. That's you fully trusting yourself because you truly know yourself, your real true self. Really, truly, because you need to be really true to yourself. That's the basis we need to work from. And it's easier said than done, because we all have, blind spots. So anyway, and we're all helping one another to see those blind spots. So all the triggers, everything, all of that is ultimately helping us ignite our true divine self. Okay. And especially with those direct mirror opposites that are helping us see the best and the worst in us, which is ultimately, again, also the worst parts in us are also the things that are hardest for us to achieve are actually the things we're here to teach, because it was hardest for us to achieve. Let's say balance, for example. I found balance always a really hard thing. And I've really learned how to, I might go through whatever we are transmuting here. And believe me, I'm feeling a lot and transmute a lot. As many of us do here, because there's so much suppression in the world, which is what leads actually to oppression in the world. So anyway, so we're here to, release all of these stuck energies collectively, but also that feeling is the access to all of your superpowers, your gifts and your abilities and your wisdom, because it's extra sensory abilities. It's all through being able to feel, you tuning into your divine feminine, into your heart. This is your quantum ignition point where everything comes online. It's all through feeling, like I'm clairsentient, for example. It's one of my strongest gifts. So I feel everything. And that doesn't really mislead you. You just need to kind of figure out what exactly, you're feeling there. Because we are bringing the mind and the heart into union. Okay, but there are many gifts we are accessing. And again, you feeling is you accessing your multidimensional DNA. So you're igniting that. That's also why crying and letting out the anger, in a productive way, not causing mayhem, is so important. So you can clear all of the lower codings and traumas and memories from your field, from your cells, and collectively so, because it connects to the planetary body and all that being held in the body of the earth, because we all make up the body of the earth together. Okay. So anyway, so you letting that out, clearing it, and then we can get to the bliss and the love, which is now. Okay. And again, we're getting there all as one. One sec. We're getting there all as one. Okay. Because again, time, space, and the differences in consciousness is ultimately an illusion, because we're all one and we're all completing this as one. And everybody's having their little piece of the cake on what they're here to resolve in the soul lessons. And missions and all of that. It's all quantum completing. It's all interconnected. The same with us return to mother supermagnetism, especially the divine feminine, fully going back into the flow state, the magnetic state, And, manifesting out of thin air and letting it all flow to us now, and claiming the abundance from deep within, through the self-worth, through the self-love, and knowing our worth of our gifts, abilities, and wisdom. Because wisdom is true power. It's not acquired knowledge that we learn in a book. And in the end, you really need to let it all go, everything we've learned, and that you just surrender it all to source, because the higher cosmic truth is beyond anything that's written in a book, believe me, or anything I can ever convey really with words. Words. Because words, again, separate. They cause division. All of these belief systems, opinions, all of these things we think, like they ascend, we won't ascend, afraid to ascend, not ascend, what it takes, blah, 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 what's going to happen. Just let it all the fuck go. Everything is good here. Surrender to source, which is you, the divine plan. From paranoia to pronoia, where everything is ultimately working out for you, which is the ultimate truth anyway, is we have fully collapsed all of these fears and all of these false timelines. Now we can truly, fully dream our wildest, biggest dreams fully into creation. That's what we're here for, igniting it all from within. So it's a co-creation. Okay, we're not fully in control here, but we're the masters of the dream. So we're mastering it all as one together. And remember again how this works. And once you're at one with source, you are a vessel for source. And us fully now dropping into the gratitude, now that we've been through all the shit and moved through it, we let it the fuck go, burn it up with your dragon breath, 0, free, and then we can create what we really want to experience. Because it's, again, written in within our DNA. So it's happening through you, through the solar activations, but also you can be an active participant. And that's us becoming the conscious co-creators again, by being very conscious of our every word, thought, feeling, behavior, action we take. Don't become obsessive. Again, this is an inner guidance compass you have at one with source, where in every now moment what's the highest choice. And it doesn't conform to normal 3D, I don't know, kind of 10 commandments style, right, wrong, do this, don't do that, okay? Although obviously 10 commandments in itself are a good, basis. But again, it takes a corrected consciousness that has healed all its trauma and wounds to be able to stand in integrity, be the new role models, the new cosmic father and mother archetypes that humanity needs desperately. As we embody this goes out as the 100 monkey effect. So don't worry what they're doing, worry what you're doing. Whatever you see missing there, you want to do. So if it's oppression, stop suppressing your crap. If you see greed, where are you maybe still greedy or don't feel you have enough, or, I don't know, maybe you're in lack consciousness. Could be an opposite energy also. Or where do you, what comes up within you? Where do you still have a resistance, a judgment, those kind of things? And that's what you can resolve from within you, because all of these artificial matrix construct systems are held in your body, in your field. And then they're projected out. And that's what's dismantling. So for some, it might be a lot that haven't cleared all of this yet. For some of us who've been busy clearing it, they're feeling pretty good right now. And again, generally, I might feel shit tomorrow, but I don't mind. So you don't mind whether you feel good or not good. All more or less the same. Your weaknesses are ultimately your strengths. Anything we've done, even if your whole life seems like, a shit show, ultimately it has served the collective. So now you can choose all new. So never mind what has happened. All you need to do is correct your consciousness to what's in alignment with cosmic consciousness, and you're all good here. That's you healing your template and your DNA. And it can happen from one now moment to the next. This is a multidimensional integration. It's a mass walk-in, ultimately. A mass exorcism and a mass walk-in has been happening for quite a while, layer by layer by layer, in many different ways, shapes, and forms, as we have been sharing busily. So we've been busy, and now we can relax, okay? And know that all of our dreams are coming true. No more attachment, fully letting go, and that's when the magic happens. But again, we're also awakening the magic from within. How do we manifest out of thin air? How do we teleport again? Because that's what's coming online right now. Plasma wings coming online. Your diamond avatar self coming online. All of your superpowers, wisdom, gnosis coming online. You fully multidimensional merging with your one true self coming online. Cosmically so. It's done. Usuna shena kena sena tena kena you uka ena aishka ena ya ke etar asanata. Done. Keep dropping into it. Keep connecting with heaven on earth. Your Adenic, Paradisian codes, fully activating, fully igniting. It's all from within and then projected out. Also the Jupiter and Venus conjunction for once. I've been tuning into this a few days ago because the night skies have been really beautiful and clear here. So beautiful. And that really does point all to new beginnings, luck, abundance, especially in love. So now that we know better, have healed all of our wounds, we need to really open up to the right people that we know we truly love and connect, and especially again the divine counterparts. Now all these distortions, interferences, all cleared, done. Usunatena sinakera asararena kera uku shkunane tarasanata, done. So everything is aligning for us now. Good fortune, luck, all new beginnings. It's written in the stars and the planets, even in this false kind of matrix. All right. We roll with the energies that are available to us, and I pick out what I do align with, and the rest I just ignore. And again, there is no ultimate truth. You know, we give also meaning to symbols, we give meaning to numbers. You know, everybody sees things differently. Keep remembering that. So let's stop arguing over stupid stuff. Let's agree on the things we can agree, and that would be ideally, which we are doing, one version of reality that serves the all, the one, the law of one. That's what's igniting now, and our dreams are becoming true and real in this very now. Done. So crystal lotus flower patterning, sacred geometries, plasma flowering, along with the cosmic quantum tree of life, new interdimensional stargate system, the new Albion body, all is coming fully online. Also, especially in the UK, with the full return of the Emerald Order, the light body is coming online. And the music of the spheres are already mentioned in part 1 of this video. Okay, please check that out. Again, also, if you would like to take part in still the quantum activation, timelessly so, from the last group call, underneath in the description box are the details. Really powerful, 50 minutes long, and a group call that's also full of keys and codes that you can access. And again, it's a diamond grid, really new earth, and diamond avatar activation, which will help you ignite what we're working on right now, and the grids and new earth right now, right here. Again, you don't need it, but if you want to charge up and turn the light up a little bit more, enjoy that. So there have been many tests presented to us, and I felt on Friday I was presented with many different things. We are really now shown, instead of like having to protect ourselves or being afraid of people, you know, I don't know, sucking on our energy, or us needing to, you know, kind of clear spaces and, you know, that kind of energy, which I talked about before in my last video. That's very much as our field is clearing, like returning to eternal source flows, where you have a sovereign energy field and a self, you know, you are connected to source, and you no longer buying into this feeding frenzy or are supporting it. So now what you can do is you're bringing healing to all situations and are constantly being in a higher consciousness. So I've been realizing, you know, there were, like, for example, my daughter's kind of kids party was on Friday, and I went there. And at some point she dropped, you know, she wasn't happy with what was happening. And then, you know, everybody kind of played their role and everything was going fine. And I just did my role, which was kind of just clearing the energy. And then everything started flowing again. You know, I'm not saying just me, everybody was kind of playing their role to, you know, make that work. But because, again, as you tune into the oneness, you can literally work with the field, and you can always, we're here to not manipulate, but work with the energies. I don't really like the word manipulate so much. So, but we're here, you know, we're the masters of energy. We're the transmuters of energy. We're turning heartbreak into love. I mean, come on. We can turn anything into a higher frequency. So whether it's dirty air, earth, you know, stuck, you know, energy in the grids, all the stuff we've been doing, that's what we do. So keep seeing everything fully clear, fully pristine, fresh air to breathe. We're going to be high just on a fresh air and giggling our heads off, happy running around in beautiful nature, because again, it's projected out. It's projected out. It's a hallucination. We're waking up from the dream, remember, fully now. And it's going to be very fun now, as we can again let go and have healed fully all of our wounds and traumas, okay? And we can come back home to true divine love, which ultimately arises from within. That's where everything starts and comes back to. So that's where we're back, true divine self-love. And that's where everything else magically aligns. That's our divine Christ embodiment. That's your God source embodiment. And again, it's not just false love. We've talked about this. Go back to the other videos. We don't need to speak about omni love again. That it's, sometimes also means tough love, gentle love within the neutrality of the source love, which is everything. The same as shadow and light. It all plays a role. Again, our weaknesses are also our strengths. Now our strengths are weaknesses. That's why it's not just black and white. Multicolors. That's your multidimensional selves, fully in order, fully integrated, unified as one, fully rebirthed. It's everything. And then projected out. And you know yourself as one with all, whilst you still have your own sovereign self. It's both ends. Fully anchored, fully ignited now. The new consciousness, fully online. Okay, our one true self. The one mind, fully reset, rebirth, timelessly in this now. Skuna shena teate. Pure source love. So more and more balance and peace is available. Now we operate consistently from the 0 point field of divine love neutrality. So no matter how strong the storms in our outer, you just stay in a neutrality. That's the tri-wave. That's you embodying the tri-wave. It doesn't mean that you don't go through intense emotions. It just means that you don't go crazy. Okay, you breathe through it. You learn how to deal with it. And that's you healing your template, learning mental emotional mastery. That's you unifying your mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies, which is happening. So we're merging spirit and matter, spiritual bodies, physical bodies, light body, fully unified, merged, activated. The diamond sun, rainbow plasma light body, fully activating our one true diamond avatar self, timelessly so, collectively, as one, fully, now, skunayenake. You embodying the tri-wave, which is the new grid current, overriding all these reversals. That's you again holding the polarities within the neutrality of that still point, okay? No matter what goes on within or around you. And you remember you're the avatar of the game. That's how you dissolve it. You keep seeing through the illusions. You no longer fall for the destructions of this false matrix. The theater. We've walked out of the theater, the cinema. We're ready for the new movie. We're sitting now in a new movie theater, okay? And it's going to be a new 13D screen. And we're going to be like, how about that? Imagine that. Okay, that's what I'm going to imagine now. So that's it. So remember, this reality was a temporary illusion, a collective hallucination that we came to transcend fully on behalf of all. That's our job here, because we hold the blueprints. Responsibility, accountability, no more blaming, nothing at all. We take and we give responsibility, but it's not blaming, no shaming, no judgment. It's discernment, it's boundaries. It's having crystal clear vision, 360 degrees, multidimensional access. Fully activating the music of the spheres, the new sound and light fields, physically, visibly now, making the invisible visible, the impossible possible. Whilst the difficult takes a little time, the impossible takes a little longer, which is now. So cosmic history fully arising, the new cosmic history records, the one true reality fully igniting right now. All of this is helping us. Diamond sun body, the grids, the new crystalline technologies, all organic. It's at one with you. Tune into that. Ignited from within, and the crystalline caverns, along with our true memories, which is bringing all of this online. Tune in, okay? Be still, listen, ask the questions, connect to source. I don't know why everybody needs to call in all the archangels still and the Senate Masters. At least now, connections get stable. We're going to leave it here. So keep connecting also with your inner child now, with your rebirthing, the golden Christ child, okay? And the divine goddess and God within. The cosmic mother and father rebirthing all of this. And we're no longer wasting time on people that are wasting our time and energy. Okay. And right now, everybody's clearing like crazy. I'm just pulling back. So again, unless it's something that I'm like, connected to, I don't know, the activation or something, I'm unlikely to reply to messages, okay, or emails. Generally, and I'm behind some of the emails also from 2 or 3 weeks ago. Again, I hope I see you at the campfire and we can catch up there. Otherwise, hopefully at some point I get back to some I might never get back to, some I'm not guided to get back to, okay? It's just that way. I just can't. So thank you for your understanding. And it's nothing personal, literally. Nothing is here, which is the hilariousness. So we're getting over the personal as we're fully dropping into the oneness, where we understand everything is us. Everybody is an aspect of us, which we're here to fully integrate ultimately. So everybody triggering us and we're getting irritated by them, go deeper. Why, go why, what has been triggered here, and then go heal that. And it's really self-explanatory right now. And again, ask the question to source, your highest source of information. Where do I get my information from? Source. So that's what we want to connect to. Nothing less. That's divine union. That's ascension. Okay. So powerful crown, third eye openings, part of divine masculine, feminine merging as well. The same as right and left brain, pineal and pituitary gland. All part of the activations. And yeah, I think we had all of this. And again, check out my other videos. They're really full of timeless navigational tips. If you're ever stuck, they also help you sometimes sleep. Also the activations. There's also like my SoundCloud, a New Earth Now activation, or Transcending Time and Space. They're also good right now. Eat whatever you literally feel like eating or drinking, I would say. I mean, you need to transcend all the judgments also. Obviously, you need to listen to your body, but transcend it all. Any judgments, anything, just have fun. All right. Just don't do yourself or anyone else harm. And all the, what the divine feminine has been trying to do all along was literally to liberate the masculine mind from the MK ultra-based trauma-based mind control programming we've all been under. And that may sometimes seem triggering, or she sometimes seems to push the masculine. But again, she's just trying here to liberate everyone. And it's like she's been attacked for it. And that's been really hard. That's been a very deep wound of not just not being listened to, never being, kind of, being underestimated, being, hated upon. It's all of these things. The abandonment, the rejection, and again, we carry all of this. All of us have these imprints, the masculine, the feminine wounds and traumas, and we are helping one another heal this. So, but when we suppress the feelings or judge them instead of allowing them free expression, again, we see the oppression around us. That's a direct reflection of that. And that's with many things we see that are, it's the same with the masks that we've been seeing. It's like people wearing masks, it's all this kind of symbolically reflected back to us so we can see it for what it really is. So we then need to just, when we come from the frequency of truth, that's you dissolving all the untruths around you. And it's not always pretty, yeah, but just so the ego might. Spirit can see it from the highest perspective of oneness, and that there's purpose to all of this, and that we're here all to learn our lessons and expand consciousness together. This is what all of this is about. Once we get our lessons, once we really want to look, once we really want to know the truth, you're liberated and you're free. It's just your false ego which is hanging on to any kind of falseness and untruths. I mean, that's the only thing, again, that's being killed off here. Yeah. So all that's false, artificial, and organic. So there's nothing to fear here. And we just need to embrace the emotions because, again, that's what's literally igniting our multidimensional selves. And whilst we also learn mental emotional mastery, it's all of this. Yeah, it's both and always. So all that's false, it's all being shared, all the materials, matrix realities, all these artificial overlays, the false firmament, any moment now, new earth skies, everything all around us. Done. Let's do this. Okay. Now we finish what we came here for. And again, as the masculine also then, and he has already shifted his projection of the feminine. This is how new earth really comes online, because it's also the projection of the mind onto the heart. Because if the mind what has happened, it makes the heart responsible for its heartbreak, which is not true, really. It's you not really listening to your intuition and your heart. So that inversion needs to be corrected. And as the masculine in general, especially between the divine counterparts and divine counterparts and original twin flames, as the masculine, comes to rectify what went wrong and, this returns divine justice and order and abundance and freedom and new earth and unity and joy and bliss and peace to all. Because again, this is the divine union that we are correcting again as we're going back to the start, but it's outside of time, okay? It's just how we are explaining this with words. But it's as if we're going back to, it's ultimately correcting what went wrong within the consciousness, what got us to this place, where we are, projecting our unacknowledged shadow aspects onto kind of the wrong people, in a way, whilst we're all working on our stuff. But you get me. So it's very much down to the mind, surrendering to the heart within all of us, which I've said before, because it's that love, the divine self-love, that's healing our blueprints and healing and saving all of us. It really is. Now, enjoy, integrate. Lemon water is good, nature is good, sun is good when we can catch it. Connect to the sun, integrate, and encode the solar energies with your intentions. Because the more purpose, the more you know your power, and the more intention, again, it also depends on what our gifts are, but we can all do this. We all, share certain gifts. And that's encoding our realities with what we want to see. So encode them. Keep dreaming, keep tuning into the cosmic quantum field of infinite possibilities available to us now, if you believe in yourself. And that's what we're here for. And that's what we've been working so far on, of clearing all these remaining insecurities, doubts, fears, all the limiting programming that we've been taught ultimately. But again, where does it start? Where does it end? It's just there. It's ours. Okay? It's ours. That's what we're here for. Keep being very mindful and just keep following your heart. It does know the way, and bring it into union, divine union with your mind, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual body, all of your soul pieces, soul fragments, soul aspects, body parts, fully reclaimed, healed, unified as one. The new one, true diamond avatar self, fully ignited, Sunadeake, Sunashe, already ascended, timelessly, always. Merge with your eternal self. Has never been born, that never dies. Pure consciousness. There's nothing to fear in this space, nothing. That's when all the illusions fall away. The Maya of the mind fully dissolves now. False matrix overlays, programs, realities. As you connect with what's really real, and that's through your heart. Connecting to source. Nothing less. Okay? Unify with source. Unify with all. That's new earth, heaven on earth right there. And anything else is just you clearing any kind of, confusion and illusions of that not being true. So remember that. Keep breathing, keep deepening into the love. That's you deepening into truth. The truth that's timeless and it's eternal. And it's fully igniting from within now, from within all of us. It's a cosmic heart grid, planetary brain, all unified as one. Supernova of the Heart event, right here, right now. I see you on your earth. Enjoy the ascent, make it fun, and everything else, sometimes we laugh for the tears, and you just need to be present with it. It's just energy being cleared from your field. But let's ignite the good stuff now, okay? Enough tears, ultimately, enough of the sadness, enough of the grief. Once we've cleared it, you can let that shit go. And that's the time now to do that and dream all new realities and worlds into being, okay? So ignite heaven on earth, go within, instruction sets, all built in, all inside of you. You, all right? All the answers within you, The more you trust yourself, the more you find out. You might not always get it right, but that's how you learn. But you need to be true to yourself when you don't get it right also. Okay, you need to keep adjusting. You need to keep also seeing, understanding the symbols or the messages or what you're seeing, and then keep interpreting it, more and more. So I leave it here. So many blessings, so much love. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, any and all donations, any and all support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep shining your light. Keep lighting it up, all the way up, okay? Now, it's our time to shine, to fly. Plasma wings, open. And remember how this is done. Timelessly so. Fully merged with that, okay? Right here, right now. So much love. Blessings. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.